What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Paste Studio here in Midtown Manhattan, New York City. We are here with a very special guest right now. This is Mr. Matt Kearney. What's going on, man?
Hey, man. Thanks for having me. Pleasure to be here.
It's great to have you. We're really excited about some new songs you're going to play for us today. There's a new record coming out in the spring. It's called Crazy Talk. And we're going to hear at least a couple songs from this new thing. Let's start it off with a song. Tell me a little bit about what we're going to start with.
I'm going to play this a song called Face to Face, which I wrote on a ukulele in Malibu. I was sitting there, staying at my friend's place, and just started playing these chords in this kind of image of like rain falling on a mountain, running down a river out into the ocean, and just that I was like, that seems like a relational story, and the song came from that.
Cool.
Awesome. How many miles must it take to break through? And how many hours must me wait through to hear the truth? How many moments did I trade in for a fake kiss? How many chances did I not hit, too afraid to miss? I feel your thunder pouring like rain down on the mountains of all my mistakes, rolling like rivers, running with grace into the ocean of your embrace. Your hand on my side, leading the way. 10,000 horses couldn't pull me away. I hear the music heaven is made. Oh, when we're standing face to face. Face to face. How many nights with regret do I get through? How many lies in the rear view do I compare to? I feel your thunder pouring like rain down on the mountains of all my mistakes, rolling like rivers, running with grace into the ocean of your embrace. Your hand on my side, leading the way. 10,000 horses couldn't pull me away. I hear the music heaven is made. Oh, when we're standing face to face. 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 Face to face, face to face, face to face. Your hand on my side, leading the way. 10,000 horses couldn't pull me away. I hear the music heaven is made. Oh, when we're standing face to face. Face to face, face to face, face to face. Face to face, face to face, face to face.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My pleasure.
So, I've been listening to these songs as they've been rolling out these last few weeks, couple months on the new one. And, your sound really has obviously in making these records over the years, it's evolved a lot. And as always on this record, there are a lot of electronics and there are a lot of kind of, programmed things on there, a little bit of digital music. Yeah. Is this still the format is that sort of like your core when you're writing music? Is this sort of how you do it?
Yeah, I mean, I think the merits, like for me, I've always been a songwriter first, but what's always been interesting to me is I really don't like songwriter records. I think they're boring generally. I love songs, but I also love weird things and things that explore different genres. Paul Simon was always my hero. Every record he didn't know what it was. Was it weird gated snares with African samples, or weird South American flutes? And I think today that's what that looks like is also hip hop influences or electronic synths or things. I think that's today's kind of world music bag we get to work with, and it's fun for me to explore and see what works with Nashville kind of songwriting songs.
Yeah.
And that tension is interesting to me.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about, we have a lot of artists up here from Nashville, and not a lot of them sound the way you do on record. They sound sort of in a way, the way you do here now.
Yeah.
But,
Do I not sound like me now?
Yeah, no, you sound I don't know, I'm trying to think of who you sound like.
I sound like me, but not me later. But
that's
me
right.
now.
You sound like the earlier you.
The earlier you.
Yeah.
This morning.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's like 10 minutes ago. You sound exactly like you did.
I did. I sound exactly like I did this morning.
Yeah. And in this
But
format.
not now. I get you. I get
and what
you
you will later on tonight. Yeah, I'm with you.
Tonight it's a whole new guy.
Yeah. So in Nashville, has it been is this the music that you sort of always envisioned making? You were a little bit more kind of country music on your older records.
Yeah, I think there was more live band stuff. I've always when I first started, it was we were talking about today, it was I got trashed on my first album review wise, Rolling Stone, because it was blending hip hop elements. And they're what is this white kid with a guitar doing? It wasn't acceptable to do that when I first started. And so I think I've always enjoyed that, whether people like it or not, is the tension of messing with genre. Now obviously everyone's playing with genre,
right?
And what
seems much less transgressive now than maybe it did.
No, yeah, now you got
ago.
Old school country trap rapper, and you've got
right.
Polka reggae / James Dean looking guy. You got everything's a hybrid of things.
And that's what your next song, right? Your next song is a
yeah.
reggae polka Bob Marley cover. Tell us a little bit about this next song.
Well, yeah. Speaking of that, it was I've been listening to a lot of kind of deep house music and that chill genre, and I thought it was cool. It was enjoyed listening to it, enjoyed their influences and the Sades and the things that I've always loved. And I had written a song with this artist, and I was man, let's just put it out. But how do we make the remix version as the real version, but also organic? That's me and has real things, and that'd be a fun challenge. And I think we really if my dad likes the song, and then my niece likes the song, then that's you've done it. You've accomplished
Really? Do they know that? They have your career in their hands?
They do. Yes. No, they don't. But when we can't let them know.
Well, too late, man.
It's too. No, they were barred from watching this. But
all right. Yeah. If they're already here, leave now.
Yeah.
Before the
Sign
song
off.
is played.
Michaela, get off your dad's computer. Awesome. So I'll play that song. This is a song called Better Than I Used to Be.
Cool.
And this is just the lullaby version. We used to be... Oh, no, hold on. I'm in the wrong key. Got it. Reset. We're live, right? Everyone's gonna see this. We used to be kids in the backseat, wasting time, talking about high hopes. Wait, maybe it was that. Maybe it was this. Hold on, I'm spacing. How do I play this song? Is it that one?
I could tell you, but I want to keep the mystery out there.
Yeah, that's it. I was right. Get in the back. Yeah, okay. Take 3. I got it. I got this. This is live, right? This is live? Okay. We used to be kids in the backseat, wasting time, talking about high hopes and daydreams. Never thought love, never thought life could take us far beyond what we believe. As long as I got your love next to me, I'm better than I used to be. Chasing this dream, I'm so glad you understand it. Climbing up a mountain, it'll leave you hard to stand it. Things don't go just the way you planned it, but I never thought we'd have so much to take for granted. You never know what you got till it's gone. Guess I never know, 'cause I know you're my only one. Used to be kids in the back seat, wasting time, talking about high hopes and daydreams. Never thought love, never thought life could take us far beyond what we believe. As long as I got your love next to me, I'm better than I used to be. Long day alone, and I can hardly stand it. My plane leaves tomorrow, but my heart has already landed. Things don't go just the way you planned it, but I never thought we'd have so much to take for granted. You never know what you got till it's gone. Guess I never know, 'cause I know you're my only one. Used to be kids in the backseat, wasting time, talking about high hopes and daydreams. Never thought love, never thought life could take us far beyond what we believe. As long as I got your love next to me, I'm better than I used to be. Better than I used to be. Used to be kids in the backseat, wasting time, talking about high hopes and daydreams. Never thought love, never thought life could take us far beyond what we believe. As long as I got your love next to me, I'm better than I used to be. Better than I used to be.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm curious about that song. You know, your last record in 2015 was called Just Kids.
Yeah.
And that song has like this refrain about how we used to be just kids. Is that sort of related? Was this like when you were writing this record from a lyrical standpoint, was it kind of like a grow-up record or something to that effect?
Well, yeah. So like, I think Nothing Left to Lose was like the We're Going For It record. City of Black and White was like the Nashville songwriter record. Young Love was the Falling in Love record. And then Just Kids record was like, my parents had moved to Nashville. You're kind of death of your hometown. And yeah, that record really summed that one up. And I feel like that led to this, like, some of that record really influenced the next one. But I was like, me and my friend were sitting there talking, and he's like, what's the dream for this next project? And I was like, well, Crazy Talk would be like, you know, I get out of my record deal. I work with some of these artists that have been inspiring me in the electronic space. I write some of the best songs I've ever written. We go tour. That's Crazy Talk, that would be. And he was like, Crazy Talk, that's a cool title. I was like, what? He's like, no, that'd be a great title. I was like, yeah, totally, man. Like, I pretended like I owned it. But yeah, so that kind of led to this record, and it led to some collaborations. And like that last song I wrote with these guys in LA that I really was inspired by. And it was funny. We just like sat down with a guitar and wrote it, which is old school way of writing songs these days almost. And then we kind of like built the track around it with like organic stuff, and it became this kind of hybrid, weird like singer-songwriter meets like tropical house record.
Yeah. And that's so, so like from the musical standpoint, I thought that I was hearing, in listening to a couple of these songs, there's a little bit more like space on this album, maybe like a little bit. It's a little bit more austere. There's more gaps between notes. It's a little bit chiller. Was that what you were going for?
Totally. Yeah. There was a part of me that was like, man, I'd love to make like, I don't know, what's like the Vacation, like interesting, like smart record. I don't know, it's just interesting to me. I was listening, I think, a lot of like Sade's Lover Rock, yeah, right? Is that the record? It's like my favorite record, and I can't remember the title. But Lovers Rock. Why does that sound so weird right now when I say it? That's the title?
I'm going to go with yes.
Yes, okay. And I just was like, man, that'd be fun to make some record that had some of these elements. Because what's cool about Space is it allows for songs and a voice. And the longer you do this, you're like, oh, wait, I kind of like my voice. It's interesting. I like writing songs. And kind of that space allowed for actually that to shine more, you know?
Yeah. It seems like something that has sort of been evolving in the music, like you can do so much now in the studio with just a couple of like knobs and buttons. And so maybe like what's happening with songwriters like yourself is that there's this trend to like dial it back a little bit, chill it out, not like just stuff it full of noise and, weird samples and stuff.
I think musically everyone's being influenced by less is more. And I think like why hip hop music's so effective and why it's being influential is it's like four things that are working together. And there's something like very Japanese Zen about that's true. It's like if you can reduce something down to like the least amount of elements, and it actually can become more potent if it's all working. So I think that's like, we're in an era of music, I really think, where that's kind of interesting. People are trying that. They're like, it's not like wall of sound. Yeah. Put another thing on it, and like, it's just, and that's really interesting to me. And I think it has a lot to do with like hip hop music, honestly.
Yeah, cool. So we're gonna do one more today.
If anyone cares about my opinion about.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm just asking you to kill time here until we get to the next one of these things. We're gonna do one more. Is this also on the new one, or this is an older one?
How about I play an old one?
All right.
Just since I talked about it, I was like, I haven't played this in a while.
Yeah.
And only just because it was like, I've been a fan of you guys forever, and like when I moved to Nashville, Paste, and just what it meant, and it was it's an honor to be here, and like the dream was to be in the magazine, written about like, or something about your songwriting or something. And so this song was like in that era of like, I was sitting on my steps in Nashville, and I just moved from college, and yeah, all right, I'll play that song. Okay. Something's in the air tonight. The sky's alive with the burning light. You can mark my words, something's about to break. And I found myself in a bit of fight, held my hand through the darkest night. Don't know where you're coming from, but you're coming soon. To a kid from Oregon, away of California, all of this is more than I've ever known or seen. Come on and we'll see, like we were free. Push the pedal down, watch the world around fly by us. Come on and we'll try one last time. Off of the floor, one more time to find you. Here we go, there's nothing left to choose. Here we go, there's nothing left to lose. So I packed my car and I headed eastward. Felt your fire, sweet release. There's a fire in these hills that's coming down. Don't know much, but I found you here, and I cannot wait another year. Don't know where you're coming from, but you're coming soon. To a kid from Oregon, away of California, all of this is more than I've ever known or seen. Morning we'll see like we were free. Push the pedal down, watch the world around fly by us. Morning we'll try one last time, mop for the floor one more time to find you. Here we go, there's nothing left to choose. Here we go, there's nothing left to lose. I can still hear the trains out my window, from Hobart Street to here in Nashville. I can still smell the pomegranates grow, and I don't know how hard this wind will blow, or where we'll go. Come on and we'll see, like we were free. Push the pedal down, watch the world around fly by us. Morning we'll try one last time, mop the floor one more time to find you. Come on and we'll see, like we're free. Push the pedal down, watch the world around fly by us. Here we go, there's nothing left to choose. Here we go, there's nothing left to lose. Thank you.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. So the new record coming out in the spring.
Coming out the spring, yeah.
Mysterious.
Yeah,
The spring.
mysterious.
Yeah.
Mysterious
You'll hit us with a date down the road. It's called Crazy Talk, and we heard a couple of songs from that today. And on tour, of course. Tour starting on the West Coast, I think, next month, yeah?
Yeah, February 19th.
February.
Spokane, Washington.
And doing, so up near your home area.
Yes.
Are you hitting Oregon?
I am. We are definitely we're hitting Portland and Eugene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Always
and I know-
nerve-wracking seeing your third grade teacher.
Are you like reserving tickets for your third grade teacher?
Always.
And then like
Mrs. Bauer, any
watching
day.
that empty seat until it gets filled from the
Yeah.
stage. Yeah. So that tour will circle the country. I know you're going to be in New York, here in the city, the PlayStation Theater on March 15th.
PlayStation Theater.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called now?
I think it is. It is what it's called now. It used to be.
It's like, I think next week it'll be like the Best Buy.
It was the Best Buy.
It'll be the Bed Bath & Beyond Theater next month.
Yeah, I think that could be right. By the time you play it, you're going to have to shout out whatever it is, like selling hand soap.
Yeah.
So anyway, in New York on the 15th of March, and playing songs from the new record, which is called Crazy Talk. So congrats, and we look forward to seeing it and hearing the whole thing. So, dude, thank you so much.
Honor, man. It's my honor to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no, it's our pleasure.
Great.
Thank you for coming to Paste, and please, come back and play for us again anytime. All right.
I will.
All right.